It's yet another episode of football news across the globe on DMP Sports. My name is Captain, and I welcome you today. On my right, we have William. We are both mourning from the loss of the FA Cup. And then KD on my left here, who is still celebrating Bruno Fernandes' assist tally in the Premier League, together with Thierry Henry and then Kevin De Bruyne. So I'd like to find out from you, how do you still feel from the loss from the FA Cup with City over the weekend?
Well, I'm really sad about the results because I think that was the only reason why Chelsea will get access to Europe. Then looking at the performance of Chelsea, I was excited about the performance. Honestly, we did play well, but we've been talking about officiating, and I wasn't surprised. Yeah, it was terrible.
Absolutely. I think if I had a chance, or if we had a chance to sit here on that very day to discuss what happened, I think the studio would have gone haywire and then all that. But I think it's all good. Let's see what happens if we're able to go into Europe, coming the final games of the.
Well, hopefully, but I think our best is now going to be Europa League.
Europa League.
Yes.
Well,
and
that's
even
fair
it depends
enough.
on the other matches.
Right.
So let's see what happens.
Okay. And then KD, how do you feel celebrating Bruno Fernandes' incredible feat this season? Man U started from say below half of the table, right? And then apparently they are third. In a nutshell, how would you say about the overall team's performance and then Bruno Fernandes' feat?
So, well, to be honest with you, I'm not really impressed about the style of play of Michael Carrick. But I don't know. I always say it on the show that mostly United dwell on movement. Right. So that is the reason why when they gave him the nod, I said, well, they've given him the nod, and it means they have to back him with quality players. At some point, I realized that the team was on the toes of Bruno Fernandes. So I'm not perturbed, and I'm not really surprised he winning that accolade. And he himself has said it, that, well, it's not about him, it's about the team, and it's about winning trophies and all those things. So at the end of the day, they need to win trophies. And I want to see that momentum. As they ended the season, they are ending the season with that kind of momentum. I want them to also start a new season after the World Cup with such momentum, and also bring in certain good players, and let's see if you can challenge for the title.
Okay. Back to you, William, still on Chelsea. Looking at that performance against Manchester City, like you said, it was impressive. And then here lies the case that a new coach is coming in, Xabi Alonso. He has a different style of play, will be demanding more from the players. Looking into next season, what will be the expectation from Chelsea, both in England and then perhaps if we are lucky to qualify for Europe?
Well, I'm expecting Chelsea to do better than this season with the arrival of Xabi Alonso. And also, I expect Chelsea to add one or two qualities to the team.
Okay.
Which will change the whole season for us coming next season.
Which aspect? Defense, midfield, or attack?
Well, I think if you look at Chelsea's team, at the defense, we need experience at the defense. And even the midfield, we still need one quality midfielder who
I read that Alonso has told the board that he wants Tapsoba. And I think, was it last season or beginning of this season, he signed a new contract. So I think his clause is like 95 million or so. So the thing is, if you have the cash, why not?
I mean, I actually like that news because it tells you that he has used the player way back in Leverkusen. So he knows the quality of the player.
What he brings on board.
But do you think that he'll be able to fit into the Chelsea team? We've had a lot of, say, quality or top players. But as soon as they enter into the team, they tend to, say, shrink.
Yeah. So
how different will it be?
I believe in system. You see, nowadays, football has turned into a different thing altogether. Gone are the days it was just, we call this, come and play and all those things. But for now, they sit down and plan. So you remember Leverkusen, Alonso, when he was in charge, he built a system. So any player who walks into the team
will fit in.
Right. City have done it. Liverpool did it. And they failed when Slots came and he brought his own players. Chelsea are also doing it now. a lot of teams look at Arsenal like this. So any player who walks into the team will fit into the system because of how well they've developed the system. So for me, I think that if only Chelsea are going to back him, and I learned he's also part of those who are going to take decision at the end, right? So I think it's a good thing. It's a very, very good thing. So they wouldn't ship in any player, any young player that is not really useful and all those things. Yeah, yeah. So I think that it's a very good thing for him to demand for Tapsoba, right? Because he's used him before, and he's walking into a Chelsea that defense, they are not really, but they just need a revamp, right? Kowell came and look at what he's done. He's played 3 games and
as if he never left.
Amazing performance. Adding Tapsoba, trust me, it's going to be something else. Yeah.
Okay, so let's throw back to game week 37. The world witnessed a miracle. Arsenal, of all teams, has won the English Premier League in 22 years. It tells you something. You know, they've been battling second position for God knows that long, right? Yeah. And then let's take aside officiating or the bias in officiating this season. Arsenal winning the league, right? What does it say? Do we still have to give coaches, the best of time for them to try, or perhaps instant impact or instant successes?
Well, first of all, let me just congratulate Mikel Arteta for a good work. Because being second, I think 3 times in a row, it's not easy. It tells you the kind of winning mentality he's having, the motivation he keeps on giving to his players. So I think I'm not surprised because the whole season, if you look at Arsenal defensively, I think they were massive. At a point, we're comparing them to Chelsea's 2005,
204, 205.
Yes. It tells you that defensively they were good, even though they were not scoring fluidly, but
at some point they were not really scoring.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, sometimes, sorry to cut you, but they developed a system.
Exactly.
That was when they were putting pressure. When there are any set pieces, they would put pressure on the keeper and all those things. They would find their way. Right, but at some point they were found out, and that was when they were finding difficulties in scoring because it was difficult for them to score in play, and their only advantage, which was the set pieces to a lot of teams, that was in the second half of the season. They found them out, and they were also trying to. So I think that was and of course, Arteta. Any coach who will learn under Pep Guardiola, trust me, there's this one thing that really follows them, right? And I always say they learn well. Right. It has happened to Maresca. Look at Arteta. Again, there's another one, right? They perform well. Meaning, Pep Guardiola is really doing a marvelous and a very good things wherever he finds himself. So a lot of people really want to learn under him, and at the end of the day, whenever they leave him, they chalk success wherever they go. So to be honest, Arsenal, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because it has been happening. And to me, I wasn't happy when it happened 2 days ago. I wanted the match to travel to the
match game 38.
Yeah. But of course, Manchester City, I don't know what's wrong with them.
To be a champion, sometimes you don't need to win the 2-0, the 3-0.
Of course, just
win the 1-0 and it's enough. Just keep clean sheet
slim
and just
margin,
get
of course.
your slim margin, you are good to go.
Okay, now here's the big question, right? Arsenal has won, like everyone knows that. I'm asking, do they deserve to be winners of the English Premier League? Looking at the controversies when it comes to officiating, starting from match game 1, their game against Manchester United, to that of Burnley in match game 37, whereby Kai Havertz deserved the red card for it. Yeah. Let's look at that controversies in there, and then let's try to just twine it into them winning the league. Yeah, so is it by merit? Was it by merit? Did it win?
Well,
it?
I wouldn't dwell on that, but I would rather dwell on the officiating aspect because looking at this season in perspective, officiating in English Premier League hasn't been consistent. VAR hasn't been consistent. inconsistent.
No,
So-
let's use a better word. It's been terrible.
Very, very
Let's not say
terrible.
consistent. It's
Very,
been
very
terrible.
terrible. Well, so I'm not really surprised whenever, and it has happened. It has been happening. Liverpool, when they were about to win the league, a lot of things went their way. Manchester City, a lot of things went their way, and now Arsenal, a lot of things will go their way. Right? I don't know if it is a norm. Some of the coaches they adapt, or I don't know. I don't know, but it is very bad. It is very, very bad. I think next season they should try and do something about it because it's very, very appalling. Trust me. There are some games they win, some incidents that goes in favor of them. That trust me. But of course, it's their time and they deserve it. Trust
So
me.
perhaps it's scripted, right?
I would not say I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but I'm dwelling on the officiating. It's very bad. It's very bad. Some of the matches, like I don't know, not only Arsenal alone, but other matches. You will
But I
see,
think this with this Arsenal team winning, I think it's been obvious starting from game one. I match game one.
but the
Honestly,
thing is, they've been very good. So you just give them those accolades. They've been very good.
To me, I think they are the best team this season.
Of course, yeah.
But if you look at the officiating, it's not only about Arsenal.
Other teams.
Other team also suffers, and then I mean it's like you gain today, tomorrow you lose. So it's all around. But what we are looking at it is EPL is a massive league.
Yeah.
Everybody is watching across the
The
world.
best league in
It's
the
the
world.
best league in the
best
world.
league in
but
the
talking
world.
about the best team, the best league in the world, and then officiating
Yes.
comes. Officiating is supposed to be fair, balance for both teams to capitalize on their strengths and then all that. But if officiating goes out being terrible like this, what does this speak of the league itself? Well, if you-
I actually don't really want to blame the officials. The VAR. I ask myself,
So it's part of it's intertwined. It's part
yeah,
of
it's
it.
part
it's,
of the
it's part of
officiating.
it, but there are some decisions the VAR is also making.
You see, sometimes the VR will give the referee. Sometimes they'll give the referee the not to also come and check. Some of them they'll be like, okay, on field this, okay, this.
And
But
then
sometimes you have to do a thorough.
So this is the question: what is the use of the VAR then?
that's the big
Because
question.
the
That is the big
VAR
question.
I mean, it's so bad. There are some decisions, especially the last match Arsenal played against Burnley.
It's obvious because the
It
player
was-
wasn't going for the
Kai
ball.
Havertz's ball was
He wasn't going for the
clearly
ball.
a challenge.
I still don't understand. To be honest with you, I still don't understand. It has been bad. To be honest with you, the officiating in England has been very, very bad, and I think they need to do something about it.
I think it's time they are ahead of is it
Howard
Howard
Webb?
Webb?
But that man,
referees,
that man is a disaster. He'll come talk nicely, and then the next game, the match game, same problem. He comes out, give excuses, same problem. So what is the
it's
point?
going to damage your leg.
Yeah.
So they have to really, really take a good look at it.
So going into next season, what do we expect from, say, officiating? Are we going to expect, like, aside officiating, are we going to expect a new team to win the trophy? Is the competition going to be tougher than what we witnessed? Like,
Oh yes. After I heard the news about Pep Guardiola leaving, I was like, oh.
But I was very sad, to be honest with you. I'm very sad he's leaving.
Yeah, it's so sad. I mean, having a top manager like Pep Guardiola leaving your leg. But he's been dominating the EPL for some
Past
time.
10 years or something.
So
Since he
I
came.
mean, I feel like now the chance is there for every coach to also try and win the league. And then you have Arteta as a defending champion now. And then I heard Maresca is going to Man City, who is also a top coach. Alonso coming to Chelsea. So
Liverpool still having Ancelotti.
Ancelotti, and then I heard they want to replace Ancelotti.
Come on,
with
Ancelot's
Areola
that. I
or
don't think
someone.
he's a serious manager.
So I think next season we are going to have more competition than what we had this season.
Right.
I see it as it's still going to be one way. I see it as it's still going to be one way. I see it as it's still going to be
I
one
think
way
United
because-
is going to strengthen. Chelsea
Fine,
is
they are
going
going to strengthen. But the thing is, you
so-
see, the coach, the mentality. Look at their mentality, right? Looking at their mentality, I don't think it's something. I think Arsenal, they are still going to win the league.
the question I'm
To be
asking
honest with you.
myself is: Arsenal going to get complacent
No,
after
I'm not sure.
winning,
I'm not sure they are
or
going to get that.
is
Because
Arteta going to motivate.
He's going to
their
motivate
team to
them.
go
Their
for
team is
second?
going to be motivated and they'll
Well, I
win and
think
they'll win again.
going in, every team will be prepared, right?
Yes, of course.
I mean, we best wishes to the various teams that we support.
But I think that it's still going to be the same thing because
Same thing.
the best coach in the one of the best coaches in the world is leaving the Premier League. Arteta is now going to dominate. Michael Carrick, I don't see anything. Alonso is now coming in. Alonso is now going to learn the terrain and all those things. So it's really going to be difficult for him to adapt for a while, right? It will take time for him.
To me, I wish that Chelsea is not playing Euro because anytime Chelsea is not playing
they need
Euro,
to play. They need to play. They need to play.
They have a different mentality coming.
Yes,
into
they
the
need
league.
to play because one, either Europa or Conference League, you are going to dominate, and moreover, your owners they are more of business. So it's good for the team, right? There's going to be cash, so it's good for the team. But I think that it's still going to be Arsenal again.
Well, I'm glad you brought in the Europa League coming in. I mean, for Chelsea or any other team that will be participating. So, just a couple of days back, Aston Villa were crowned champions in the Europa League. Yeah. And then that tells you that Unai Emery has been doing a great job. You know, he's won the tournament for the 5th time. Yeah. The only team that stood his way was Chelsea.
Back in 2018.
Back in 2018, 2019, when they were I mean, Arsenal was bullied by Chelsea in that 4-1 victory. Does it really bring out some of the best teams in England to participate in Europe out there?
Oh, yeah, of course. But for me, before I expect Aston Villa to also strengthen their team because yesterday watching them, trust me, they never gave their opponent any chance to dwell on. Wow. And that is a sign of a good coach. And he has mastered in that particular league, the Europa League, that any final he goes, he wins. No wonder I'm not surprised he's won 5 times. 5 good times. Come on. I've not seen any coach who has
That's
done it
terrific,
before.
actually.
Even in Champions League.
Yeah.
5 times.
I think the bigger margin is 3.
3. Yes, Zidane.
Yeah.
And
then
me,
Ancelotti
they need to,
also has 3, right?
Yes, and Ancelotti.
and I think they need to back him very well.
Yeah.
To go because I see that next season they are really going to cause upsets. Right. Of course, I know they are going to qualify for the Champions League again. If and only if they are going to maintain their players.
Yeah.
Right. Because you and I know Aston Villa, they are not really, when it comes to finances, they are not really there. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe sometimes they might ship some of their players off and in order to balance the books. Right. But if and only if they're able to convince their players to stay. Right, and fight for the Champions League and the league. Trust me, they will cause upset. I'm sure the only team that will cause Arsenal Football Club really give them a really competition, a good competition is Aston Villa. That's how I see it.
Right. Well,
I think last season they had a couple of players like Jadon Sancho. And then this guy who also went for loan, Leon Bailey.
Yeah,
and then
Has he been
Buendia
playing?
too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Buendia too was also.
He was superb yesterday. Come on.
So
great.
I mean, the whole season, if you look at Aston Villa team, winning a trophy like Europa and qualifying for a Champions League, I think
That's great.
it's a good season for them.
Right. Okay, so the Champions League will be coming on hopefully next week on Saturday, 30th of May. And then let's switch our cam from the Champions League to the Bundesliga. You know, Bayern Munich has already won it. And then Harry Kane, of course, being the top scorer for the second successive times. And then the best player is Michael Olise. Well deserved.
Yeah.
Numbers, great numbers.
Yes.
Amazing.
Really.
Amazing. No doubt. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think he's a young talent that needs to.
Contribution was like 50 something.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Then he came close to the most assists by Lionel Messi and Kevin De Bruyne, which is 31.
31.
Then he had 28 or so,
Wow.
which is a massive
That's impressive.
performance from.
So hopefully we'll be seeing more of his contribution at the World Cup level as well, right? That's great. Okay. So switching to one of the upcoming biggest games in the Saudi, Al Nassr is looking forward to win the tournament. Al Hilal, on the other hand, is also looking forward to win. And then my producers will be hitting up on us as to the results. And then I'm hearing that Al Nassr is leading 1-0 against Damak. Al Hilal is also leading 1-0 against Al Fahd. I don't know. Are there chances that Al Nassr is going to win, or Al Hilal, looking at where they are coming from?
It's obvious.
You know, if it ends in a draw from both games, I think Al Hilal is going to win. So what are we expecting from Ronaldo and his team? I'm just praying and hoping that Ronaldo and his team will win.
It is easy. They've already won it. It's
How
going
so?
to be like us now. They've already won it.
How
Come
so?
on. In
They
their home,
had their chance
in their home.
in the
Come
previous
on,
game
Ronaldo
to
will
win.
pull a surprise. Joao Felix will pull a surprise. They will pull something over there. Trust me.
Okay.
They are going to win it. At the end of the day, whether they are drawing or Hilal, whatever they are doing, I don't think it will amount to anything.
All right.
I am saying Ronaldo is going to win.
Kudos
their
to
league this
kudos to
season.
you, Ronaldo, and then your team in the Saudi League. Well, do you have any diverse opinion on
I 100%. I see Ronaldo's Al Nassr winning the league.
winning? Okay, that would be great. And then I think there will be a form of respect to Ronaldo's name because the news coming in from against Ronaldo being and his team bottling almost every final, every league game that goes on in there, it hurts.
Yeah, I think they were expecting to win 2 trophies at least. And then they bottled the AFC Champions League.
Yes, they did. Gamba Osaka.
So, their only source of motivation is winning this league for their fans, so which I think they are going to do that.
Okay. So closing in on today's episode, we'll be wrapping up with the World Cup preparations, whereby a number of countries have added their list of players to be participated in the World Cup. I'm looking at Portugal, Brazil, Egypt, Germany, Switzerland, Senegal, among others. Portugal, Ronaldo is still leading the attack. Any word or two coming from the camp of Portugal that probably we should be expecting?
Well, I think it's what we're expecting. Because if you have a team of Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, all contributing to their clubs massively, and then Cristiano Ronaldo also, I think the squad is perfect. So I don't have any complaints about it.
I want to ask, some of them, they've dropped their list. I also want to ask, who do you think will win it? Give me your best 3 teams.
For the World Cup?
For the World Cup, yeah.
Oh, goodness. I'm so bad at this then. But I'll be tipping France.
Okay.
I'll be tipping France. I'll be tipping, say, Portugal.
Okay.
And then one other European country. Perhaps Spain. Perhaps Spain. Yeah. Perhaps Spain.
William, what do you think?
Well, I will tip at least 4 to 5 teams.
Okay, so
2 from South America, which is Brazil and Argentina.
Oh,
of course,
goodness.
yes. I was expecting to mention Argentina
Yes.
here.
And then coming to Europe, I think Portugal have a chance. Spain also have a chance. And then my last team will go to Europe, South America.
Why not Africa? Come on, come to
Africa,
Africa.
yes.
I don't see Africa having a chance. Even Morocco have a good team. But
How about Senegal?
no,
Looking at their performance that they just ended AFCON.
Well, the World Cup is different. It's a different terrain, so I don't think...
I see England too as one of the favorite.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, so 3 from Europe and then 2 from South.
Anyway, I think that France, Argentina, then maybe Spain.
Okay.
France, Argentina, then Spain.
We'll still come back to the studio too.
Sorry. The reason why I'm putting Spain in 3rd place is
Yeah.
because of their defense. Like, their back.
They're solid, right?
No, I don't see them matching out.
Well, they have a good team.
They have a
already.
good team, yes.
Yes.
Tactically, they are very, very, very
And don't forget, they're having one of the best goalkeepers.
of course. And in fact, all their 3 goalkeepers, they are top.
Yes.
So, but I think Unai will still be in the post for Spain.
See, sometimes
Forget about the impressive run by
no,
what's his name again? The Arsenal goalkeeper.
Raya.
Yeah. He's had a fantastic run, but I don't think he will still be in the number 1 for
there will be surprises.
Spain. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I did predict France, Germany, and then Spain. hopefully in our next studio session, I will change my mind and then perhaps bring in another African or one of the African countries in there. Definitely not Ghana. We would like to say a big thank you to our production team, Brigo, Levels, and then Andy. And then, like I mentioned the other time, we'll be coming to your neighborhood for the Champions League final and then the selected World Cup games. So watch out for us. We'll be coming. Thank you.
Down, down, down. Da, 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 down, down, down. Diamond page where stories collide. Love and life, we take the ride. Economy stirs, society hums. Grab your seat, the future drums. A diamond page, oh let's engage. Every topic, every stage. Borderlines blur, but hearts stay true. Diamond page is all for you. The brass is bold, the groove runs deep. Thoughts to ponder, truths to keep. Snap your fingers, feel the flow. Diamond page.